So we're talking to Bill Correll. He's an industry consultant, longtime Sun person, knows all about the digital media business. And you moderated a couple panels. Could you tell us about those?
Yeah, Fred Dawson, editor of Screenplays, asked me to moderate panels on interactive video services today, as well as web video and multi-device distribution. So it was interesting. In the first panel, the interactivity panel, had some very interesting panelists, CEOs of both Navic Networks, as well as and Sequence, and then a gentleman who's actually a chief evangelist for Macrovision, but has a extensive background. He was one of the founders of TiVo, and was also actually at Replay TV, and was very involved in the whole time shifting of video services. So that panel, we had great attendance. There's an awful lot of discussion about interactive advertising. Advertising is driving this huge explosion of broadband and web video. It's certainly a critical revenue opportunity for cable operators as well. And in some ways, interactive television now equals interactive advertising. Sure, there's a lot of talk about interactive gaming, interacting with the video program, things like polling and voting and things like that. But it's really interactive advertising that's really the growth and revenue generator right now in the interactivity space. As for web video, obviously a huge explosion. Everyone's talking about the YouTubes and MySpaces, but there's interesting developments in the marketplace. Move Networks released a study the other day, and they provide a very high-quality video platform that they're going after professional programmers, the TV networks, and these guys are seeing excellent. The TV networks are seeing excellent ad retention. They're not seeing cannibalization of their primetime programming. They're obviously reaching an interesting demographic for them on the web, and average viewership is up to 50 minutes on that. So you normally think of viewing video on the web. You think of cats flushing toilets and breath mints.
Or VOD TV.
Or VOD TV, or breath mints interacting with carbonated soda and exploding and stuff. But this is high quality program, and people are interacting with that. The other thing we spent some time talking about is the necessity of bringing that same web video experience to the television set. Obviously the cable companies are threatened by over-the-top services, and there's some interesting opportunities for the programmers to interact directly with their consumers. There are companies here, Teletopia, ICTV, and others that actually, kind of upconvert traditional web video types of programming and make it available directly into the VOD system of the cable networks, and enable that to be shown then on the television set. So it's an interesting solution. Doesn't add an additional box into the home, which has been the problem with some of the existing systems out there. People like Akimbo and MovieBeam and others kind of had short-lived experiences trying to introduce new hardware into the home. This exasperates some of the upstream issues that some of the cable operators may or may not have, depending on who you believe. And there was a Cisco study released not too long ago about IP traffic doubling between now and 2011, each year between now and 2011, with consumer IP traffic actually crossing over and being the bigger driver than enterprise or traditional business IP traffic, and the growth engine for that is IP video. So as high definition video enters the marketplace, as user generated video enters the marketplace, as services like Sling that provide place shifting, all are eating up more and more bandwidth. Is there enough bandwidth in the access network to make all these services viable? Are we going to see a meltdown in the U.S. marketplace in the access network? And that's certainly a cloud that's hung over the financial performance of the cable operators. The last several months, their market cap, their stock prices are down because there's this ongoing fear that they're going to be faced with this huge capex expansion that none of them are currently forecasting. So capacity demand, where do they intersect?
Well,
So anyway, they were interesting sessions. We had a lot of fun and great participation from the audience.
well, Bill, thank you very much.
Thank you.